Gary Morishima. I work as a technical advisor in natural resources and environmental management for the Quinault Nation. That's a position that reports directly to the president of the Quinault Nation. And I've been doing that for, well, over 50 years now. I was actually born in a concentration camp. My parents grew up in, the Great Depression. They experienced tremendous change, so they were uprooted, after during the war, and placed in those camps. Even though I was very young when I was born in those camps, I can still remember some things about those camps. I remember the dirt and the mud and the barbed wire and the tar paper. I couldn't have been more than a year and a half old, but I remember that. I remember the food, what there was of it, and the lack of privacy that you experience in that kind of environment. You didn't have rooms. There was one big room where your whole family lived. If you had any privacy at all, it was because there was a blanket there. You slept on the floor in mattresses that were filled with straw. Growing up after World War II, and the kinds of prejudices that you'd run into in terms of kids at school or people on the street, and the name calling, those sorts of things. And even sometimes within tribal communities, you find that, this guy he's not tribal, he doesn't understand this, he doesn't understand that. But what I try to do is to understand as well, and to view that from the standpoint of really what is it that they don't know, and what is it that's really driving that reaction out of them. I can really identify with many tribal communities and the experiences that they've had, being displaced, being forcibly removed from their home, being faced with the kinds of prejudices and other things that you experience. Different kind, but yet I think it gives me really an ability to empathize, if you will, and to begin to understand some of the frustrations and challenges that tribal peoples have and continue to experience.